A Nigerian Army Commanding Officer is dead. His name is Lieutenant Colonel Umar Farouq, and he was killed in cold blood by Boko Haram fighters in Kukawa local government area of Borno State. He did not die running. He died fighting. He died leading his men from the front, standing between those terrorists and the community he was sent to protect. And that is the kind of man Nigeria just lost. Let that sit with you for a moment. Lieutenant Colonel Umar Farouq was not just any soldier. He was the commanding officer of the 101 Brigade, one of the key military formations actively running counter-insurgency operations in the Kukawa axis of Borno State. This was a man who knew the terrain, knew the enemy, and still showed up every single day to fight a war that most Nigerians only read about from the comfort of their homes. On the day the terrorists came, he did not retreat. He engaged. He and his troops fought hard, outnumbered, under heavy fire from multiple directions at once, and he paid for that courage with his life. Now, here is how the attack played out, and pay close attention because the details of this are deeply alarming. According to security intelligence sources who spoke to TV360 Nigeria, the Boko Haram and ISWAP fighters advanced into Kukawa town from several directions simultaneously. They did not come through one road. They came from everywhere, surrounding the military position, cutting off any clean line of defense. Once they broke through, they moved straight for the military base. They seized weapons, they seized ammunition, and then they set fire to military gun trucks, burning them to the ground in what can only be described as a calculated, well-planned military strike. This was not a random raid. This was an operation, and it succeeded. This attack on Kukawa is the latest in a series of brutal assaults that have rocked Borno State over the past 2 weeks. On the night of March 6th, ISWAP fighters simultaneously attacked military formations in Konduga, Mainok, Jakana, and Nogeshe, hitting 4 different army bases in a single night. Security sources say they used rocket-propelled grenades, heavy gunfire, and moved in the cover of darkness between 10:30 in the evening and 3 in the morning. The Nigerian Army confirmed that soldiers paid the supreme price in those attacks, though it disputed Sahara Reporter's figure of over 40 soldiers killed, calling the number exaggerated. What the army did not dispute is that brave men died. Before that, on March 1st, a forward operating base at Banki Junction along the Bama-Gwoza Road was hit, and an army major identified as UI Mairiga was killed during that assault, alongside other soldiers who reportedly fled into the surrounding bush as the gunmen came in from multiple angles. This is a pattern, and it is a pattern that should frighten every single Nigerian who is paying attention. If you have been watching this channel and you have not subscribed yet, now is the time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because we cover these stories the moment they break and we do not water them down. Nigeria deserves honest reporting, and that is exactly what we bring to this platform every single day. Now, back to the story. The theater commander of Operation Hadin Kai, Major General Abdul Salam Abubakar, described the loss of these soldiers as painful and honorable. He said Lieutenant Colonel Umar Farouq and the men who fell with him were brave, loyal, and courageous patriots. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shaibu, flew personally to the 7th Division headquarters in Maiduguri, held a closed-door meeting with top military brass, and came out to tell journalists that the military is on top of the situation and that the remaining Boko Haram elements causing havoc in Borno will be eliminated. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum also responded, condoling with the military and praising soldiers for their resilience, while making it clear that the people of Borno are still living in fear and that protection must be strengthened. Senator Alim Dume of Borno South went even further. He called for a more aggressive military campaign in the Sambisa Forest and the Mandara Mountains. He said the terrorists had slaughtered soldiers, community leaders, and even an imam, and he urged the federal government not to treat this moment as routine, because it is not routine. The killing of a commanding officer, a lieutenant colonel, is not a minor tactical setback. It is a direct message from Boko Haram that they are targeting leadership, and it demands a direct and devastating response. 17 years. Nigeria has been fighting Boko Haram for 17 years. Thousands of lives lost, millions displaced, and the battle in Borno is still raging tonight. Lieutenant Colonel Umar Farouq gave everything he had to this country. He deserves to be remembered by name, not just as a statistic. Now, here is the related talk for today, and we genuinely want And if this video gave you value, please like it right now. It takes 2 seconds and it helps us reach more. Nigeria will not forget you.